Mario Kart is a popular series loved by fans, but there is one game in particular that is just perfect. This is the story of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So where did Mario Kart 8 Deluxe come from? Well, its origin title was actually on the Wii U, known as Mario Kart 8, and this released all the way back in 2013. And with the release of this game, fans were absolutely excited to try something new. The thing that pulled a lot of fans towards this game was the anti-gravity mechanic. And it was something that we have never seen before within a Mario Kart title, where we can drive up on the walls, boost into enemies and get a speed boost, and everything in between. That, and also, the retro track selection was just plain awesome. You know, you had classics like N64 Rainbow Road. You also had DS Tick-Tock Clock, Grumble Volcano, and just a few other just random tracks out there that were absolute fan favorites that fans could not put this title down. And that's not even the end of it. The Wii U version had 2 DLCs to come with it too, that being DLC 1 and DLC 2. This brought even more characters, carts, and tracks within the game. Some of the tracks were even crossover tracks, like Animal Crossing, Hyrule Circuit, and the most loved tracks of all time, the F-Zero tracks, because of their diverse gameplay mechanics and the intense music while you're racing through the race. So this just brought Mario Kart 8 as a whole to a brand new level that we have never seen before. Getting DLC within a Mario Kart was just extraordinary, and we all loved it. But this game was so good, it even got ported to the Switch. So when this game released on the Nintendo Switch, fans absolutely loved it. They can play on their TV, or they can play in handheld mode. You know, it was the best of both worlds. And the fact that it had better graphics than the Wii U port, it was just really good at the time. Not to mention that when they did an overview trailer of this game, they improved the one critique that a lot of people had with Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. The battle mode was fixed and brought 5 separate game modes for us to play. And not only that, the online experience for battle mode was 10 times better. And I just felt like, you know, not just me, but for the community, this was an uphill battle going for Mario Kart. This is already a good port of the Wii U, why not just make it better? And honestly, there is still so much to talk about. After the long drought of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you know, us not getting a brand new Mario Kart game for quite some time, Nintendo did the unthinkable. And that is, when we saw one Nintendo Direct, we saw Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But it wasn't like any sort of track that we've seen before. In fact, it's a whole bunch of tracks and content within the game, and fans were actually really excited about this, myself included, because once they revealed 48 brand new returning tracks are going to be coming within this game, fans honestly were just super ecstatic to be playing 48 returning tracks from Mario Kart's history. And this just sparked a ton of interest, especially on my channel back in the day. And I'm going to be talking about how this just, you know, blew up the internet. So, do you guys remember that one thing that divided the community all throughout the Booster Course Pass? If I say it, you're going to get some fond memories. The prefix leak. Now, this, including myself, had fans guessing what tracks are going to be coming, which, for the most part, kept the community super engaged with each other. We're going to be seeing this DS track. This track is going to get replaced. This Nitro is not going to get cut. Honestly, the whole entire thing of the prefix leak is what made the Booster Course Pass so much more fun. Credit for whoever found that, by the way, because that was just a wild find that I feel like is never going to happen again. But as the waves continue to get, you know, released, fans were experiencing more retro tracks that they can take in time trials and also online, and just brand new things that we had to experience. But another factor that made this very strong was the characters. Now, we also did get brand new characters, you know, returning characters as well throughout the Booster Course Pass that made this even far more engaging than just what has simply happened with the Booster Course Pass. Not only are we getting returning tracks. We are now getting returning characters. That's just going to make the game even more enjoyable than it already was. And as we got to the end of waves 5 and 6, the anticipation for those waves were at an all-time high. We're talking the stakes are so high. What is going to be the final tracks within this game? And with waves 5 and 6, we received some absolute classics and also some questionable returns as well. Such as Rosalina's Ice World. But the all-loved Wii Rainbow Road finally came back after so many predictions, after, data mining, after looking at Mario Kart Tour. We have gotten all the tracks, or most of the tracks, that we wanted throughout the entirety of the series. Sure, some of them are missing, but this does not even comprehend, because for only $25 and already paying $60 for the game, you're getting a buttload of content here. So after the DLC has released, we have 96 tracks and so many characters to choose from. And now let's take the most recent entry into the series, Mario Kart World. Fans are kind of divided by it. People love the game while people hate the game. I feel like Nintendo took what was so good about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and just completely threw it in the trash to make their own title. Because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was the best game of all time, and it was one of the best-selling Switch games out there. But if you look at Mario Kart World, I just feel like it's, undervalued, and the, price of it and everything else in between is so mediocre compared to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So when we look at a game like these two side by side, you're going to have the 96 track champion, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, or you're going to have the massive open world experience, which is Mario Kart World. But this is only scratching the surface because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still not done. So the last little thing that I want to touch up on for you guys is going to be the modding scene for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, some of you guys may have modding hardware, some of you guys may not have modding hardware, but I want to mention it because this absolutely grows Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to a whole new level. Now I'm talking things like custom tracks and custom characters. You're going to be seeing some of the amazing custom tracks right here on your screen, but even if you don't have access to modding hardware, the fact that fans are still making custom tracks for this game, bringing new levels like even Green Hill Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog, just goes to show how perfect Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is, because if fans really did not care about this game the slightest, they would not be putting this much effort, this much care to, custom tracks and custom characters within the game. And this by itself just breathes a brand new life into this game, because then you can watch countless YouTube videos about custom tracks. You can watch custom videos about, tournaments. You can watch game battles, or you could just watch the old trailers. Just something about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is what made it a perfect game in my opinion. So now it's your turn down there in the comment section below. Do you think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was a perfect game? Or do you have another favorite Mario Kart out there that you would like to share? As always, if you guys did enjoy the video, please remember to thumbs up the video. Also, share this around and tell people that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was a perfect game. And also, if you guys want to stay up to date with more Mario anything, please consider subscribing to the channel if you guys do want more. With that, this is Ace Nader signing off. Stay healthy, stay clean. Bye.